Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video. Well, of course I have a video. I'm doing a video for you guys on my must-have Wet n Wild makeup products. And I did one of these videos on my must-have Maybelline products, and I had one of my subscribers request that I do like my must-have Wet n Wild products, and I thought, you know what, that would be a really great video to do because I love so many Wet n Wild things or products or whatever. I haven't used every single thing from Wet n Wild, but I'm showing you guys the things that I do feel like are must-haves that I've tried out. So the first things that I absolutely love from Wet n Wild are their eyeshadows. They have the best eyeshadows, and I'm sure if you've been subscribed to me for a while or if you've seen a lot of my eyeshadow tutorials or makeup tutorials, you know how much I love these because I use them all the time. But their eyeshadows are just so pigmented. They have so many different colors and they are super, super affordable. So with these Wet n Wild Trio eyeshadow palettes, my three must-haves are the Walking on Eggshells, which is a great everyday eyeshadow palette. This color here at the bottom is very similar to Sin by the Urban Decay, I was going to say by the Urban Decay Naked, but it's from Urban Decay and it's in the original Naked palette. But this is like a dupe for that color. My next favorite trio is the I'm Getting Sunburned trio. This one is really nice. And then my all-time favorite trio is the Silent Treatment. And this color down here is a pretty close dupe to MAC's Satin Taupe. So yeah, I love all three of these. These are definitely must-haves from their trio collection. Then I also really like this palette from Wet n Wild. It is their the Naked Truth palette. This is a great like everyday just browns, and it's also really good if you want to do like a brown smoky eye as well. So love, love, love this palette. And then my last three must-have palettes from Wet n Wild: the Comfort Zone, which is a great everyday basic eyeshadow palette. The Petal Pusher, which has really pretty purple shades. I love, love, love this palette. So gorgeous. And then my last favorite palette is the Blue Had Me at Hello, which I don't think they have this in their permanent line anymore because I haven't seen it recently. But this is a gorgeous one with a bunch of pretty blue colors. So if I can find this one, I will link it down in the description bar for you guys. Then when it comes to single eyeshadows, they have some really great ones. But my two must-haves are Nutty, and I think this one is just called Brûlée or Creme Brûlée. I can't remember which. But it's just a matte flesh tone color. I actually depotted these and put magnets on the back so I could put them in my MAC palette, my MAC eyeshadow palette. But these are great single eyeshadows, and these things are like 99 cents. So if you don't have these, you need these in your life. But yeah, those are definitely must-haves. Pretty much any Wet n Wild eyeshadow is like a must-have for me, but those are my top must-have eyeshadow palettes from Wet n Wild. Sorry, I'm like getting super crazy with my hands. Okay, my next must-have product from Wet n Wild is the Wet n Wild Coverall Cream Foundation. And I feel like this foundation definitely does not get enough love here on YouTube. But if you have normal to dry skin and you want a foundation that has a good medium coverage that isn't super matte or super dewy, this is the foundation for you. I love this stuff. It has a really long wear on it. I'm actually wearing this foundation today. It's just a great everyday foundation, and like any Wet n Wild product, it's really affordable. I would say the only downfall to this foundation is the fact that it doesn't come in a lot of different shades. So if you're a really, really dark skin tone, I don't know if they would make it in a shade for you. But it is a really great foundation. I've done several videos on this foundation, so I will link those videos down below if you have more questions about it. But I love this foundation, and I feel like it's definitely a must-have from Wet n Wild. Then another Wet n Wild must-have product is their eyeshadow primer, their Fergie Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. This is a great eyeshadow primer because it keeps your eyeshadows on all day long. It keeps them from creasing, and it keeps the eyeshadows really, really vibrant. The consistency of this stuff reminds me of like the Urban Decay like primer potions. It's like a flesh tone color, and then whenever you go and blend it out, it just feels almost like a really tacky like lotion almost, um, or like a kind of like a tacky primer. So it does keep your eyeshadows on all day, and I don't have any creasing when I use this. I know my eyes don't crease much anyways because my skin isn't very oily, but my eyeshadows last all day. Like, they don't fade or anything when I use this. My next must-have products from Wet n Wild are some of their lipsticks. And they're lipsticks that come in these black tubes like this. These things are kind of like hit or miss, and I'm sorry, I kind of got off on a tangent. Okay, these aren't necessarily my must-have products from Wet n Wild, but I'm going to show you the lip products that are, because like these black ones, some of them are good, some of them aren't. So I don't really consider these must-have products from Wet n Wild, but these next lipsticks from Wet n Wild are definitely must-haves, and it's the Fergie Wet n Wild lipsticks. These things are just really creamy, and they're really long wearing as well. So yeah, these are a lot better formulation, I feel like, than the ones that come in the black tubes. My three favorite colors from this line is the V.I.Pink, which I think I just said that kind of weird. The V.I.P, or no, it's not V.I.Pink. It's V.I.Pink. But it's just a really pretty wearable, kind of everyday pink. It reminds me a lot of like Snob by MAC. I think this one might be a little darker than Snob, but it's really similar. Then my next favorite is Penthouse Sweet, which it's a darker pink than the V.I.Pink, and it's a little more kind of like magenta color. And then my last favorite like Fergie Wet n Wild lipstick is the Fergie Daily, which is a really nice nude. It's almost like a brownish nude, or like a mauve nude. It's really pretty, so I do recommend all those colors, and they're definitely must-haves from Wet n Wild. I know that there's like a lot of other colors in this Fergie Wet n Wild lipstick line, and if you all have some shades that you really like in the Fergie Wet n Wild lipsticks, leave them down in the comments for me, because I'd like to try out some other colors, but haven't really branched out to some of the other ones, but I do really like those three colors. Then another Wet n Wild lipstick that is a total must-have, especially for fall, is this color here, and I'm not quite for sure which type it is, but they come in like these silver tubes, and this is in the color Black Orchid. I was trying to see if it says on here. It doesn't say. But this is a gorgeous, vampy, brownish red for fall. It is so gorgeous, and I love to break this color out every time fall rolls around. It's a beautiful color. It's a nice formula. Like, it's really moisturizing, and it's very long wearing because it is such a dark color. Like, it kind of stains your lips after a while. So this is definitely a must-have color. Then another Wet n Wild must-have product that is like a lip product is the Wet n Wild, I think it's pronounced Vicious Varnish High Shine Lip Stains. And I haven't tried a whole bunch of these, but this one here is in the color Legendary Face, and it's a good everyday kind of color. It's kind of like your lips, but better. And it's really long wearing, and it has like a nice like glossy finish to it. Like, it's a really good color. Like I said, it's a really good color for every day, but once the glossiness wears off, you're left with a stain on your lips. It does get a little darker than what is in the tube here, but not too much darker. It just gets like a shade darker. But this is a gorgeous everyday, like your lips but better color, and I do recommend this. So if you all have some other colors in this Vicious Varnish line from Wet n Wild, let me know down in the comments, because I would be interested to try out some of the other shades in this line. Another must-have product from Wet n Wild is their Fergie Wet n Wild On the Edge Longwear Eye Pencil, and I just picked this up the same time that I picked up the eye primer. I think this is kind of a new product from Wet n Wild. On the sign it said new, But this reminds me of like the NYX Slide On Glide On pencils. It just slides on like super easy, and just, it's really black too. Like it just goes on so easy. And on your waterline, like it lasts for a decent amount of time. Like it lasts just as long as my NYX Slide On Glide On pencils. So I haven't really used this like on the upper lash line or anything like that. I've only used it on the waterline, but it's definitely a must-have because it is so creamy and it's a great eyeliner from Wet n Wild. I know that some of their other eyeliners aren't really that great, but this one is really, really good. Then my next must-have Wet n Wild product is their Wet n Wild ColorIcon bronzers. And the one that I like is the Ticket to Brazil, which is the bronzer that I'm using today. It is just a really nice, it's not completely matte, like it does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but it is a really nice color for really fair skinned people. I know that there's another one, can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Bikini Contest or something like that. It's a little darker color, so it's really good for people that have deeper skin tones, but this is a great one for fair skinned girls like me. And yeah, I really like it. You get a lot of product in here, so it's definitely a great bronzer from the drugstore. So those were all of my must-have products from Wet n Wild. I know that a lot of people love these Wet n Wild Icon blushes, but I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with these. I like them, but they are just so intense because they are so pigmented that they are really hard for me to blend out and work with. And since I am so fair, I feel like most of the times they're just too overwhelming for me, and they just look like too much blush, like they look too intense, like they look too clownish. No matter how light of a hand I try to use with them, they're just not a good blush product for me. I don't know. And I know a lot of people love these. And I dropped something. I don't know what that was. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't include those in my must-haves because I don't know. I just don't really like those very much. But if there are some other Wet n Wild products that I didn't mention but are like your must-have products, definitely leave them down in the comments for me because I would love to try out some new Wet n Wild products. And I guess that's it. If you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye, guys. Mwah.